Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ashley here from ashley-digital.com and welcome to my Titan's Edge formula review. Now in this video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. You see, Titan's Edge is a live 5-day masterclass. So by that very nature, I don't have a piece of software to log into to show you through the different features, and it's not a members area with a bunch of training videos inside that I can give you an overview around. But more on that in a second. What is Titan's Edge formula in a nutshell? So, like I said, this is a live 5-day masterclass. So already very different from what a lot of the things that you see out there. And what piqued my interest around this is that this is about creating real wealth for people. Okay, not using hacks, not using systems, not using those kind of things that you see a lot of products talk about these days. It's one skill that anybody can do and that can generate life-changing generational wealth. Okay, so for a lot of people, obviously that's going to be massively attractive, and it doesn't require you doing any selling, getting on the phone, posting content to social media. You know that I love that, right? It doesn't require any of those things. It doesn't require affiliate marketing at all, ads, e-commerce, none of that stuff. So when I found out all of those aspects in conjunction with the fact that this is a live 5-day masterclass, I was like, oh, this could be interesting. So I looked into it, and this is what I wanted to do different on this video today. What I've done is I've got Sean, the creator of Titan's Edge, to agree to jump on a Zoom call with me, and we had a conversation about Titan's Edge, okay? And because he's the expert, he's created the product, I thought, let's get it directly from the horse's mouth, So what I'm going to do is, in a second, I'm going to cut to that Zoom conversation so that you can watch what we talked about, so that at the end of the video, you can completely understand whether you think this is the right product for you and decide whether you actually want to jump in. Now, before we do cut to that, if at any point during the video you want to pick up Titan's Edge, you can do so via the first link in the description down below. Now, one thing to know, I've also got Sean to agree to give me a custom exclusive bonus, e.g. he's not giving it to anyone else because there'll be other people promoting Titan's Edge this week. So it's essentially an extra 1-hour training where he's going to go into things that he doesn't necessarily mention in the masterclass. And again, he's only given it to me and my audience, therefore you guys that are watching this video right now. So you can also get access to that completely free of charge by clicking my link in the description down below. Once you purchase, you'll get all the details on how to access that extra bonus. So without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Let's cut to the Zoom conversation, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Cool. Okay, so Sean, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to spend a few minutes with me and help me and everyone that's watching understand what the Titan's Edge formula is. Now, obviously, I've had a bit of a briefing around this. I know it's got something to do with trading. That's pretty much all I know. But above and beyond that, I know that it requires just one skill. It's recession proof. And the fact that anyone can do this regardless of like tech skills and stuff. So as soon as I heard about it, I was like, well, this is interesting. I need to get you on a Zoom, record my screen so that you, being the expert, can run us through exactly what this entails. And of course, as we're going through it, if I've got any questions, I'll, if you don't mind, stop you and find out about this. Because obviously I'm going to be coming at this from the same place as probably a lot of people that are watching it, right? Not got any experience with trading, don't know anything about it, and so yeah, thanks for being here today. And if you could, I know, start somewhere. And
all right, start somewhere. Well, where do we start? The first thing I would say is people hear the word trading and their brains are going, oh, that's risky, it's gambling, it's this, it's that, all these negatives that are put out there. And the truth is, it's one of the simplest businesses that you can learn. It's no products, no affiliates, no customers, no clients, no traffic, no marketing, none of the things that have really failed you before. Because when you look at a lot of different online businesses, a lot of different setups and systems and everything else you probably had flooding your inbox, is they all require a certain level of number of hats to put on. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you're buying software or system or what have you, there's components that turn it into a business. And one of the biggest problems is experience. You have to, it took me many, many years to be good at all the different areas of business to run. I mean, my history is software development, e-com. I've had my fingers in pretty much every internet marketing pie over the years. But my biggest secret was what I did behind the scenes. And that was trading. And trading, unlike any other business, just requires one focused set of skills. And when you master this, you'll never worry about money again, which is a big ass bold claim. But the truth is, when you know what you're doing, it's a process. It's investment, process, profit. And the whole thing is just keep doing it and doing it. And that's what I was doing behind the scenes for over 25 years now, is everything I made in my conventional businesses, I took and I put it into different markets and turned $1 into $10, $20, $100, and beyond. Got to the point where I needed to create my own capital management company to do this. Now that sounds okay, that sounds fantastic and great, but at the end of the day, what does this mean for you? Well, it's a simple business, requires one skill, none of those headaches and hassles. And if I lost everything tomorrow, all my wealth, my bank accounts, my lists, my Facebook following and Instagram and all, everything just reset, start from scratch. What I'm doing in this 5-day masterclass is exactly what I would do to get it all back fast. And I'm going to share my screen and just show you some of the stuff we're doing recently. And I'll even, you know what? I'll even show you the strategy real quick. Now, this is something that, again, usually would reserve for the full masterclass. And obviously we'll go in a lot more depth. But I just want to show you this isn't fugazi. You know, it's not some big bullshit claim. I'm going to show you some real numbers, some real stats. And again, this is something that we'll have a little bit of fun with. So let me just find the right screen to share because I've got way too many screens. So this is a trade that, and what we're doing is we're looking at a thing called microcaps. Now, these are the cutting edge. These are the Bitcoins of tomorrow, if you will. Everyone's familiar with crypto and the big boys like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Doge. You've probably heard those terms being thrown around. Well, these are the emerging tomorrow's Bitcoins. This is the future today. This is the crucible where all of these new companies, this new technology is being developed, released, and everything else. For example, this one here is, I can't even say it, I'm dyslexic. Kabusu, I guess is the name. This one launched on the 16th of October, so pretty recent. It did 1,014%.
Wow.
In just over a day. Now, think about that for a moment. What does that mean? Well, if I had $100, that just turned into, well, if it was 100% return on capital, that would be $200. Well, this is 10x. So that turned $100 into 10 grand. Okay, so think about that for a moment. Actually, no, sorry, my math is wrong on that. $1,000, $100 into $1,000 in 24 hours. That's not bad. If I had been $1,000, that would have been 10 grand, which is what I actually did on this one. That's why. Okay. So I'll give you another example. This is from today. Okay, this one launched 8:30 or 8 p.m. and that was yesterday. I got in at about 11 p.m. Got out this morning, just happened to be up early. I'm in Bangkok at the moment, so I'm in paradise. Retired in my mid-40s due to what I'm showing you here. Again, 150% return on capital, closed, done. So, you know, if that was and I'll use the simple numbers of like $1,000. That was $1,000 trade. Yeah, that's $1,500 back in my pocket in just a few hours. Okay, give you some other examples.
So
now
so
this one,
the key here is finding something that just launches, right? It's getting the inside knowledge that this is about to launch.
It's not really inside knowledge. It's, you know, that sounds like, oh, you have to be, you know, you have to have your, you know, like some sort of secret source. And no, these are being announced all the times if you know where to look. Okay. Now, validating verifying them, yeah, that's part of what we teach in the masterclass, because there's a lot of, and I will not use the word I was going to use, but there's a lot of garbage out there.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
So
Yeah.
we filter it. We want to verify, validate. We want to look at many, many different factors. Again, this is what we'll cover in the masterclass. And then when we have a short list of valid opportunities, then we can say, okay, yeah. So for example, what we do is we look and we want to make sure that we have a positive movement. So okay, back of the envelope, micro version, we
Right.
wait for the first thrust, mark off the high, and when it breaks that high, place the trade. Exactly what I did there, and got out for a sign of exhaustion in this case, or a target, 1,000%, great. I'm usually looking for 100 to 200%. That means I'm doubling or tripling my money like that, and then take it off, do it again, and keep repeating the process, because there's dozens of coins launching every single day, like this one, which again, quick 150%, and I'm done. This one launched last year. And again, same kind of thing. You can see right on the launch, I got in there 426%. Great. Met all the criteria, checked all the boxes, and then had another trade, 466%. And another trade, 193% later on. So not only are we capturing the ones that first launch that meet our metrics, later on, some of these have good data. We have more information to work with. Again, there's another one, 337. Keep going. Oh, don't want to move that. Okay. 303% gain. Now, what happened with this particular one, I started off with $100 and I let it grow for the next trade, the next trade, the next trade. That turned, and by the way, you can get access to this case study if you're signing up for the pre-launch, or we'll give it out afterwards, what have you. But this turned $100 into $315,000 in 11 months. I just want to repeat that. Doing this one thing, this one skill 6 times, turned $100 into 315K in 11 months. And again, each of those trades I just showed you, there's each trade turning, first one was 426, as that turned 100 into $526 because you get your original trade back.
Mhm.
And then I just let it grow and grow and grow. Just did it 6 times. Now, here's the thing. I didn't keep compounding that. That's what this is called. That's just these first few trades. However, after this, it kept going. There was more trades, 101%, another 104, 66. That was a small one. And then it really took off, 337, another 272, 170%, 75%. If I had kept compounding that, we'd be in the millions. Didn't want to do that because I'd made my point with a 12-month spread. That was the experiment and kind of case in point I was making. But right now, yeah, it's setting up for another trade, another entry, and that's it. Here's another one, Smurfcat. This one is
what an interesting name.
Meme coin. Oh, some of the names, I wonder where the hell they go with these, but you know, at the end of the day, 300% here. Let me just go back. Actually, just do this. And we're finding these coins all the time. And as you'll see in the masterclass when you sign up, you can actually do this without risking a dime. You can, unlike any other business, you can practice with making sure you can do this, prove it to yourself you can do this, but you can't do that with any other business. You can't open up, I'll just reset this chart view. There we go. This one here, I'll get back to what I was saying in a second now. This is loaded. 143%. Another one, 686%. Another trade there, 511. And again, if I was compounding that, grows very rapidly. Another one there, 300%. And we're just waiting for another confirmation. So these are all over the place. But like I was saying, you can do this, you can run this entire business and practice it without risking a dime. In fact, we insist that everyone who's learning this for the first 30 days, paper trade, practice. Make all your mistakes on paper until you put a single dime. And then we say start small. Could be a $5, $10 trade here and there. And then when you're getting the consistency, that you did when you were paper trading, then just like any other business, you can scale as you're comfortable. Now, paper trading is really the golden ticket here because it allows you to prove to yourself that this business is something you can do. I can't go open up a shoe shop in a shopping mall, pretend to get a lease, pretend to get stock, pretend to get point of sales, pretend customers from pretend marketing, and then make pretend, sell those shoes. Can't do that. Can't do that with online businesses. I can't go up to, set up an affiliate website and pretend to go get traffic from, say, Zuckerberg or something like that. I can't pretend to then do sales and operations, pretend to do all the copywriting, pretend to do all that. You got to have those skills and go do that stuff, and then make sure, throw mud at the wall and see what sticks. For me, trading is the easiest business in the world because it's only just a very simple process. And once you learn it, that's it.
So obviously in the masterclass, you're going to go through this process. Because when I first think of trading, and I have kind of dabbled in the past, and I haven't really had much success with it. Like when I think about trading, I think that, yeah, okay, it's a skill that you can learn, but you have to learn those candle charts, whatever they're called, right? And then, there's so many different variables. There's like world events that impact how the charts react and all this kind of stuff. And I guess in the masterclass, what you're going to show people is show that, okay, this is a new coin, or even if it's not a new coin, but you can see what this is happening. When these things happen, we're pretty much, I guess, 100% certain that it's about to go skyrocket, and this is where you'd place your trade, and then you'll show people in the masterclass where to get out of the trade, kind of thing, and it's always the same. There's no variables.
The really cool thing about what I do, this is kind of my superpower, is I take complex, and I'm censoring myself, complex situations and make them simple. And a lot of what I do is very algorithmic. It takes the emotion, the speculation, and everything else. It's very if this, do that. It's a checkbox system. Now, the other cool thing is in this environment where we're trading, it's disconnected from world economies, from who's getting into the Oval Office. It's recession-proof, precedent-proof. In 2022, one of the worst times in recent years for the economy. Stock market tanked, crypto tanked. Didn't matter. In microcap world, this is the crucible of creation. There was coins going up, still ridiculous amounts, 422x, 1000x, 2000x, didn't matter. And the other thing is, you can do this from anywhere in the world because you don't need an exchange. You're doing this in your own private wallet under your own control. So to talk to what you were talking about is, yeah, you have to understand the charts. Yes, but it's very easy when someone walks you through it. And you'll be able to look and go, all right, now I understand. It's because it's like you said, you've dabbled in it, and we've had a lot of people who have had an idea, have a basic understanding of the principles of trading, but when you get into the actual mechanics, people go, oh shit, I didn't know that. Oh, that makes sense. Oh, and that's exactly what we do, because we break it down into bite-sized chunks. We go through it methodically, logically, and then we show you all the shortcuts that bypass the bullshit. But once you have, okay, so I'm not centering myself anymore.
Yeah, I noticed that.
What you see is what you get with me. Okay, so, but yeah, so once we've laid the foundation, then we can actually go through and show you, okay, so this one thing is what we're looking for. Here's how you qualify it. And here's where you get out when you've done this one thing. And it's as simple as that. And when you've done it a few times, it's like muscle memory. And you're like, okay, you can look at any chart and say, okay, there. Okay, boom. Basically, you know where you're going to get out before you get in. You have everything defined, just like a business SOP, like a standard operating procedure. You've got your rules, you follow that, boom, 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 boom. All right, next, do it again, boom, 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 boom. Now, this is the one thing that no one ever says about trading, but I'm going to tell you a little secret. Trading should be boring as hell. It should be boring. This isn't Vegas. We're not hoping the dice are hot and throwing them down or anything like that. This is a business. The whole point and process of this is profit. Do one thing, create a profit, do it again, grow your business, scale, and keep doing it. I take less than 30 minutes a day to do this, and the rest of the day is mine. I spend more time on my motorbikes on the racetrack than I do trading. I might be in the mountains near Burma. In fact, I'm just planning a trip to Vietnam, riding from Bangkok, Laos, and then into Vietnam, and then cruising down and coming back the long way around through Cambodia. I could do that because this pays for everything. Just bought 2 houses. I've got 19 motorbikes sat outside.
19.
I had to buy 2 houses.
You've got a problem, my friend.
I have been told that. But again, I collect motorcycles. I had to buy 2 houses because I needed the parking. But again, that's all funded by what we're teaching in this masterclass. It's what allowed me to retire in my mid-40s in paradise. And again, that's, for me, I tried full retirement, but I got bored because I love doing this. And I had a lot of people who said, Sean, what the hell are you doing? So that's why I teach this. People say, well, if it's working so well, why do you bloody teach it? Because I bloody enjoy it. And it's something that it's taken me 25 years to get to where I am right now. And I want to me, this is my legacy. This is how I pass it on. So again, this is why I teach this. It's why I have a lot of fun with it. And you'll see in the masterclass, we goof around a lot. There's a lot of value, a lot of information. You'll walk away from the end of this with the skill. I guarantee it. But we also have a lot of fun doing this. I mean, we're giving away $1,000, actually $1,750. So it's $1,000 for one person at the end of this, plus a runners-up prize of $500, $250. We're giving away $100 a day. I'm just doing this for fun because I enjoy it. Okay, so that's why we're talking about this. That's why we're doing this Titans Edge Formula Masterclass. It's live over 5 days. I'm actually doing it twice a day, which is a bit bloody crazy, but there's different people in different time zones. I understand that all over the world. So we're doing 11 a.m. Eastern and then a session at 8 p.m., which I'm 12 hours offset, so I hope I get all the math right. But yeah, we'll have a lot of fun with this.
Nice. Yeah, because when I heard about this, I was like, trading a little bit scary, but the fact is, or a lot scary actually, but the fact is that you're saying, I guess you'll get like a practice account. You implement or people implement the strategies that you're teaching and keep on practicing to their heart's content until they're at a point where they're totally confident, and then they start using real money. Because then if you're getting results with, I think you said paper trading, right? Is that's like fake trading?
That's the term. Yeah, paper trading. Yeah. We give everyone a virtual $100,000 to start with.
Right. Okay. And then I guess if you're getting results and you're making a profit with that fake $100,000, then why would you not start doing it with? But I know that's what I thought, and that's what I imagine a lot of people that are watching now will be thinking. Yeah, okay, trading's great, but I probably need to be really good at maths. I need to use real money. I don't have much of that. You know, I guess if you're practicing,
the cool thing is you don't need to be a math genius. There's basically everything is done for you when you learn the process. Excuse me 1 second. My fiance calling me. But yeah, by the time you're done with this, again, you can start with $100 when you go live. You can start with $50. But the thing is, practice, practice, practice. You know, I said, we give you a virtual $100,000. You don't need to go crazy and say, oh, well, shit, now I need $100,000. No, you can start with $50, $100, $5 a trade. The whole point is to practice and then go with where your comfort level is and then scale from there. The numbers I trade are going to be significantly more than yours. I've been doing this 25 years, but you don't have to. But here's the cool thing. If you do what I do, you're going to get the same results I get. The numbers may be smaller or maybe you're bigger. You know, it doesn't matter. I don't know where you are. Everyone watching is part of this masterclass. But the cool thing is, again, start with zero risk, then start small. I call it Starbucks trading, like $5 a trade. If you screw up, okay, you're not going to cry too much over $5. if you're trading $50,000, that's a slightly bigger problem. Okay. That's why we want you to start small and then scale as you go.
Okay, cool. And so this does this work every single time? Like it's like foolproof, or like if we're being
No,
honest,
if
sometimes
anyone said that it's foolproof and you're guaranteed to win every time,
right.
they are full of it. Okay. But my win rate right now is about 75%. It varies based on the different environment. Right now, October, just so one of the reasons we're doing this in October is October and November tend to be very, very good times for these particular coins. And then January, February, March. There's like 2 times a year where these are spectacular. Okay. Now, there's all year round, there's opportunities, but a lot of new businesses and projects are launching in Q1. And then we have this period in crypto world, which is called October and September. So September, October tend to be very, very, very powerful months. November still got some opportunities. December, things quieten down for Christmas. And then January, everyone's launching their new products for 2025, yada, 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 new businesses, new coins, and off they go. So yeah, that is why this time of year is very good to learn this, setting yourself up for 2025 as well.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, just to wrap up, I guess like they're going to get a 5-day masterclass if they sign up for this. And you said it's multiple calls per day. And essentially at the end of it, they'll have a full method that they can follow. They can take notes. Do they get recordings and things like that? And
recordings are available for 24 hours. Like I
okay.
said, we're keeping a fire under everyone's butt for 5 days. Session transcripts, cliff notes, and summaries, and everything else. We have trade tracking tools. We have all sorts of other resources. We have a Discord community for everyone during the masterclass. So everyone's working together, can help each other. The rising tide that lifts all boats. Everything is very, very self-contained. Now, there are some optional add-ons and upgrades for your account. Red Carpet VIP gives you longer access to the recordings. Inner Circle, extra training. There's one called the Trifecta. Again, all of these can make things faster, better, and easier. But even if you just take the core masterclass, again, it's only $47. It's cheap as hell for what we're doing and the amount of time I'm putting into this, and certainly the knowledge that you're going to get from the end of this. But yeah, by the end of this, you will have the full approach. If you want to go beyond the 5 days, yes, we'll have options to do that. We'll talk about that day 4, I think it is. But again, the whole point and purpose of this is to create that base skill foundation and put it into action. And we'll do it live.
Nice. Okay, I'm pumped for it. So what day is the day? It's Tuesday, right? So this is starting today, right? So
it is.
I just traveled halfway across the world, so I've lost track of time right now.
Absolutely. Everything opens 11 a.m. Eastern, and we're rocking and rolling. So yes, just a few hours from now at the time of doing this.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to press the big buttons.
Yeah, so I need to shoot off and get this video up online as quickly as possible, ready for that launch. And so, yeah, well, I think that's pretty much it. I think we've given people what they would want to know about this, and they can obviously click the link down below, wherever that's going to be. Yeah, somewhere in the description, or it might be inside of emails and stuff. So they can go and check out more information about this and obviously sign up if they want to. But yeah, unless you want to add anything else, mate, I think we're pretty much done here.
No, it's a case of go check out the link below. It's going to walk you through, tell you exactly what you're getting, what we're doing. You can see all the student proof because I've just showed you what I've been doing.
Yeah.
But we have so many examples of live student and recent results from students who are doing amazingly well. You can, don't take my word for it. Go see what they're doing and what could be potentially your profits as well.
Nice. Well, thank you, mate. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
And taking time away from your 19 motorbikes. And so yeah, that's it, guys. And I will probably do an outro after this, so I'll see you in a second. But thanks, Sean. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Take care.
So there you go, guys. What did you think? Me and Sean had a good time. It was a great conversation, few laughs here and there. 19 different motorcycles that he's got. Like you saw me mention, I think he's definitely got a bit of a problem. Wow. But it kind of shows you, right, that he's not dabbling in a lot of these hacks and different systems and that a lot of people profess to do. He's learned one skill, learnt it really well for the last 25 years, and now he's put it into this masterclass. And the point is, there's no risk with it, right? As you saw us mentioned there, you can practice for as long as you want with 100 grand of fake money, right? Just take what he's taught you in the masterclass, practice until you feel confident enough to start using real money. And even when you do, again, like you heard him say, you can do it with like $5. That's it. So, I think it's great. That's why I'm promoting it. That's why I'm talking to you guys about it. Remember, you can get that custom exclusive bonus that Sean is given only to me and my audience, therefore you guys that are watching this, and you can get access to that bonus as well as obviously the masterclass by clicking the first link in the description down below, and that will take you through to the sales page of Titan's Edge. You can lock in your purchase and then you'll receive all the information about the bonus afterwards, okay? So if you've got any questions, obviously do let me know in the comments down below because I love interacting with you guys. And if there's some questions that I may not necessarily know the answer to, I can reach out to Sean. He can give me the answer and I can give it to you there in the comments. Do consider subscribing. This is my product review channel. So I upload lots of different reviews on a regular basis for new products that are launching onto the market so that you guys can make an informed decision. Also consider liking the video because it really helps me out with the algorithm. But yeah, that's it from me. Until the next video that I film, keep safe, keep well, and I'll speak to you very soon. See you later, guys.